Hello. Welcome back, and I hope all is well with you guys and you had a great day. We are continuing our journey into the world of networking, and we are in the concept right now. In our journey, we are in the concept of network infrastructure, and this is episode 2 in that regard. So, in the topic of this episode will be intermediate devices, which was the first category. We have divided the network infrastructure into three main categories, right? The first one was intermediate devices, and this is the topic of this episode. Intermediate devices, you can think of, if you remember our city analogy that we explained in the first episode. Intermediate devices is like traffic control system of the network. Okay, so are you ready? I forgot to mention that my English is not good, but I will try my best. If you have difficulty to understand, you can put your question or feedback in the commenting area or send it to me directly via the contact link that is in the description of this video. As soon as possible, I will provide the answer in writing and hopefully it will help you that way. So, intermediate devices are like traffic signals, roundabouts, and road signs in our city analogy. They, I forgot to write here. They control and direct the flow of data between the source and destination, ensuring that that messages take the best possible route. This is the functionality of traffic control system in our city, right? And this is exactly what the intermediate devices is doing. They control and direct the flow of data between the source and destination, ensuring that the messages takes the best route possible. For example, if in the city there is a congestion in one road, or one road is blocked due to construction work, then the traffic control system, the road signs and traffic lights, they direct the traffic via another roads. That is what the intermediate devices do also. If one route is down, then they will find another possible route to destination. If there are many route with, from source to destination, then they will choose the best possible one, the shortest one. Okay, so this device here are example for intermediate devices. These devices includes routers, switches, wireless router, wireless access points, firewall, and service provider switches. Here we are going to give a brief introduction to each and every one of these devices. Okay, so first we will dive into the router and wireless router. What what is their functionality or their job in this context? These devices, we can say like this, these devices act like a complex traffic controller traffic controller controllers at major intersection major intersection determining determining the best path for data to travel based on destination based on destination addresses, because there are multiple line, right? Addresses and network coordination. Network condition network coordination. I'm not sure if I have no. Sorry. It was network condition. It is the same in the our city analogy, right? If we have a major intersection and there are multiple route in and out, so for example, if this route is blocked, then they will use another available route to the destination, right? That is basically what the router or wireless routers does. But we will come and dive into specifically, for example, how what is the jobs of router, how it works and its functionality, and the algorithm that they are using when choosing the best possible route in the futures. Okay, so this is just a brief introduction. And the next device that was in the category of intermediate devices was switches. Okay, imagine a busy roundabout where vehicles from various directions operate. From multiple direction, not operate. Merges was best here, right? Merge. And then continue their journey Okay, imagine a busy roundabout where vehicles from various directions merges, and then continue their journey. Switches operate similarly by connecting multiple devices within the same network ensuring that data that data is directed to the correct destination, to the correct destination within the network, we will come back to switches in the future video, how it works. We will look inside the switches, how it decides based on what it can decide to which direction to direct the data or the packages that comes from one side and goes out from the other side. Okay, we will come back to about that and in the future how it operates in details. So the next devices that was in the intermediate devices category was wireless access points, or short for WAP. Okay, so these are like, you can tell it like this, these are like wireless traffic controllers that manages and direct wireless devices allowing them to connect to the network without physical cables, without physical cables. We will come back to wireless access point, but not in detail, as we will go into router and switches, but we'll come back to it, okay, in the future. Then the next intermediate device was firewalls, and you may ask how we can integrate this, how we can integrate the firewalls into our city analogy. So we can say it like this: picture a security checkpoint that verifies the identity and purpose of each vehicle before allowing it to enter a restricted area. Firewalls performs or works a similar role by monitoring and controlling incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security roles. So basically the network manager sets a list of instructions how and what to look for when verifying each vehicle, or in our case each packet that comes into the network or goes out of the network. This is basically what the firewall does. We will come back to it in the various types of firewall that exist out there and how it works in the future videos. Okay, so the last device that we will go and give a brief introduction, which was in the category of intermediate devices when it comes to network infrastructure, was service provider switches. Okay, these are the large intersections managed by the city's traffic department, connecting the local network to broader network. or the internet. Ensuring that ensuring that data ensuring that data can travel beyond the local area. Beyond the local area. Okay, so that was all the devices that we have mentioned in the intermediate devices when it comes to networking infrastructure. So to sum it up, we can say it like this. To sum it up this episode, intermediate devices are crucial for network functionality. They not only interconnect in devices and network but also ensures the data that that data is transmitted securely and efficiently, routing traffic if necessary and blocking unauthorized access. This was firewall, right? So, and there are many settings, security settings that can be set or applied in the router itself to allow which some kind of traffic and deny access to another packages. Okay, so this was the end of the second episode. In the next episode, we are going to dive into the concept of second category when it comes to the networking infrastructure, which was end devices. So, if you have any question up until now, you can put your question in the commenting area or send it to me directly via the contact link that is in the description of this video. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye.